Here's to whiskey kisses, the peaty taste of sin. Edinburgh morning with the smell of brewing on the wind. Here's to lighting bonfires.
Greetings, whiskey folk, and welcome back to Drinking Out Loud. I am on location at Big Bad John's for a very special tasting with the one and only Leon Webb. Welcome to the show, Leon.
Hello. Thanks for having me, Adam.
You are absolutely welcome. This is going to be a fun one. So, for those who know Leon and don't know this, that might come as a surprise, he's buggering off back to Scotland for a while. So it's only fitting that we give him a proper Victoria send-off.
You know what, Adam? This actually feels like going full circle because I pretty much started here and I'm ending here before I start my new job in Speyside. So
Big Bad John's, it is like the limbo bar. It's what happens in between other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a place where magic happens. And on this site in 1970, nothing happened at all.
Perfect. All right, well, we've, of course, got Big Bad John's 5X Lager. Nothing says starting off today well with a BBGA 5X Lager at 10 to 11.
And Adam, I hear you were responsible for this wonderful design on the can here.
Yeah, well, I did the logo. It was actually my co-worker, Andrew, who did the artwork.
Oh, nice.
Soon to be coming to T-shirts. I'm very excited about those. So, Slangevar.
Slangevar. Cheers.
And we have a very interesting tasting.
Is it 4 Jamesons?
No, it should be. That would be more fitting for this. But you're going back to Scotland, right?
Yeah.
And there's one thing that I feel Canadians and Scots have really in common, and that's sneaking a drink when you're not really meant to.
All right. Yeah.
And it often comes in something a bit like this. Ooh. So what's in the bag?
This can be Buckfast, is it?
Oh, fuck, I wish.
It's a wee Mickey of something.
It's a Mickey, absolutely. Oh. So, Mickey, your Canadian Club. This is the only Canadian whiskey I ever remember seeing in Scotland. So the challenge today is we've got 4 different Mickeys, and we've made the most Big Bad John's possible tasting mats, green tape and permanent marker.
Very professional.
It's great, eh? Yeah. And we're going to do a little bit of a blind head-to-head competition between them, because this is the only thing I've ever seen. Have you seen many other Canadian whiskies over the pond? Like in standard bars?
Just the shelter point that I've taken over.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we're now going to see which of these 4 standard regularly available Mickeys should make their debut in Scotland. Which one is most appropriate for the Scottish, palate?
It's the Mickey Masters.
It's the Mickey Masters, exactly. Welcome to the Big Bad Mickey Masters. So I've already marked up some bottles 1 to 4. I'm going to get you to, whilst you're on camera, so to prove that we're not cheating, just stare at the wall over there while I pour. And regale us with maybe a story of what you're looking forward to back home. What are you missing from Scotland?
Well, Iron Brew, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Haggis, black pudding, especially Stornoway black pudding. The almighty Hibernian FC. Go and see them lose a couple of matches. Just the atmosphere, the spritz, the daily spritz you get from that mountain mist.
Aye. The pavement pizzas.
The fact that I'll be working next to about 60 distilleries is going to be hugely exciting.
Ah, yes. We're not allowed to reveal where you're off to, but
not just yet.
60 distilleries is going to give it away a little bit as to the region.
Yeah. Watch this space, and we will reveal all later.
Now, I'm not doing full shots for you because it is, not even 11 yet.
Yeah.
So don't worry. And you're not expected to drink them all necessarily. There's no pride on the line here.
There's no pressure drinking here,
Adam. Just in case there is a liquor inspector watching, this is closed and is currently a private premises.
Yeah. And
no alcohol is being sold.
And there's a huge tragedy at Big Bad John's right now. I was here last night for a bit of a send-off, and there's no peanuts. There's been a huge peanut shortage. This bar is famous for brined, salty peanuts. All over the floor, all the shelves anyway.
I guess that's a good point. We should probably say, in case there's anyone that's you meet in Scotland who you want to show this video to, we should probably explain what the hell Big Bad John's is.
Yeah, it's probably the best bar.
I'm done. You can turn around now.
It's probably the best bar, not only in Vancouver Island, but definitely in BC, and probably one of the best in North America. in my opinion.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a bizarre place. It actually started off as a sort of a boutique cocktail lounge, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
That when the World's Fair came to Seattle, they decided, screw it, let's make it a theme pub. We'll make it like a, I don't know, hillbilly bar, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're just weird things that they did then. It just stuck around. Everyone, they were going to change it back, and everyone was like, hell no. And now it's been like this for like 60 years or something.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing where if you're, well, it doesn't matter what your gender is, if you take your bra off, if you're wearing one, you can get a t-shirt, and then they hang all the bras around the place. It's a bit weird, a little sketchy, but honestly, it's, it feels weirdly wholesome at this point because it's been done for so long.
Well, it's country and western themed, so you're definitely going to get Johnny Cash. You're going to get Creedence Clearwater, that kind of thing, Midnight Special.
And a lot of, one of my favourite bands that I saw live in Edinburgh, Hayseed Dixie. You get a lot of that on the playlist here. Yeah, they were great. I saw them down in the Grass Market.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
So, brilliant music, great crowd. And the reason I lived here for a year was just the people you meet. You get all sorts. It's one of those bars where you get the full spectrum of ages, all the way from your spring chickens to your older warriors. And there's always like friendly banter to be had in here any day of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so the Mickey Challenge.
Yeah.
We'll start off, so we're going to do a bracketology, so it's going to be 1 versus 2, and then 3 versus 4, and then the winners against each other. And we'll reveal them as they get knocked out. Exactly, it's the Mickey Cup.
Right.
Number 1, Slanchevin. Or, I guess, just cheers.
Cheers, Adam.
We are in Canada, I guess. Ooh.
Tastes like rye.
Tastes like rye. Not bad, though, eh?
It's clean. It's relatively sweet.
Yeah, I find like standard Canadian ryes like this very refreshing. Like there's almost like how bourbons are often like brown sugar and like orange peel and stuff. This is much more like lemon juice and herbs
rather than hot corn juice.
Yeah. A little more sophisticated than the American whiskeys.
You can tell that's just crying out for a tumbler with ice and Coca-Cola on top.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, do you want some? I've got the guns right there. We're at the bar.
I'll do that after.
All right. Yeah, well, actually, we should, when we decide the winners, we should see what it's like with ginger ale, just for the full complete.
Oh, that's it, Ryan. Ginger. That's the special, isn't it? Rather than whiskey and iron brew.
Yeah. All right. Number 2.
Number 2.
A little deeper, I think.
It's richer for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
A bit more velvety as well.
I think more oak influence in general, a little more
mouthfeel.
Yeah, thicker, more vanilla.
Definitely prefer number 2.
Yeah.
Out of those
all right.
2. Yeah.
Number 2 is moving on. Well, let's do the other round, and then we'll reveal both losers at once. I think that's just so the losers don't feel alone as they're being revealed. It's one thing to say you suck. Well, not that they suck; they're just not winning.
Hopefully, you didn't put any shelter point in a little Mickey.
No, well, we have Mickey as a shelter point.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right.
But no, don't worry. This is all standard, regularly available everywhere in the country stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Number 3.
The Jameson of Canadian whiskey.
Ooh, that's acetone.
Yeah, it's a little plasticky, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't like that one.
Fair. It's
gluey.
It's not necessarily a bad whiskey, but it's not great at 11 o'clock in the morning with a Big Bad John's lager. And if you're going to be a Big Bad John's whiskey, at least you need to do better early in the hours.
Yeah.
And if you need to be a Park Bench and Leith whiskey, you also need to be better early in the hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a little bit too acetone for me. I mean, some people might like that kind of flavor, but
yeah.
All right. Reminds me of craft time at school.
Yeah. PVA glue. Peeling it off your fingers. Well, let's see if number 4 can beat it then.
Right. Significantly better, that one.
Yeah. I agree. There's kind of like a blueberry, almost like fruity thing going on.
Yeah, you're right. Blueberry. Yeah. Right. Almost like Bugfast.
Yeah, absolutely. This would go great with a bookie. Oh.
That's one thing I would love to see in Big Bad John's. They should serve Bugfast at some point.
Absolutely.
That would just seal the deal. Make it the best bar in the universe.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see who's knocked out in the first round. I've got my brown paper bag of goodies. All right. That's a big reveal. Number 1. Number 1. First one to get knocked out is Weiss's Special Blend.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was number 2, was it?
No, that's number 1.
Oh, that's number 1.
Yeah, number 2 went forward.
All right. Okay.
And then number 3 that also got knocked out is Alberta Premium.
Oh, really?
I know, right?
Oh,
I usually like Alberta
that
Premium,
is surprising.
right?
I'm usually a big fan too. Maybe just not this time in the morning.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, it all depends what you had for breakfast and everything. So.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Let's try that
And just
again.
because it doesn't necessarily go well with Big Bad John's 5X Lager doesn't mean it doesn't go well with other things. I, for one, really enjoy Alberta Premium in highballs with soda water.
Is this 100% rye then? This one, or is this a different version?
That's straight up 100% rye, yeah. Yeah.
Weird. Okay, I'm surprised at that.
Yeah, Colin Still rye, I think, as well.
Yeah. I thought Alberta Premium would probably beat the other three. If I was honest, if I was
Yeah, I know,
beforehand.
right? Yeah, and Wiser's has a big name to it as well. You know, it's kind of surprising, to be honest, seeing those two get knocked out.
Okay, well, this is exciting.
All right, well, I will get us a couple of little glasses with ginger ale.
Yep.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, rye and ginger. Here we come.
Okay, we've got ginger ale. Let's get rid of these guys.
Yep.
They can go back here with the Canadian Club. By the way, I didn't trick you. There's no Canadian Club in here.
Okay.
There's no doubling up.
Yep.
All right, final round. So we'll try first on its own, and then we'll try a bit with ginger ale.
Yep.
If you need a top up, I'm not sure how much your ratio is.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right, so number 2. It smells like brown sugar and porridge on the nose.
It is nice that. I mean, that is an easy sipper.
Yeah, it really is.
It's nice and soft and smooth.
Oh. It's sweet, but not too sweet.
Yeah. There's a slightly drying bit on the side of the mouth to
Yep.
go along with the sweetness, so it's very well balanced.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm impressed.
Interesting though, like one thing we should mention about Canadian whiskey, it has had somewhat of a spotlight shone on it in the last few years with a certain He Who Shall Not Be Named Bible.
Oh, yeah.
And, Alberta Premium is the most recent winner, right?
Yeah.
With the cast strength version.
Yeah, and they did a good 20-year-old as well, which was
Yeah,
very,
which
very
is really
reasonable,
very good. Yeah.
reasonably priced. I think it was, $70 or $80 for that?
Yep.
For a 20-year-old whiskey.
I still have some of their 30-year-old back home. It's really good.
No, like if you're looking for good value whiskey, Canadian whiskey is superb.
Absolutely. Even in the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tough, actually. Quite like both of those. I think I have a slight preference, though. But you're in charge. This is your ranking.
Okay, let's go back for one last taste.
And once you've got a solid opinion of the winner, then we'll try it with ginger. See if it sways it.
I think it might be number 4, Adam.
Yep. All right.
I think 4 is just a bit
Full dump.
a bit less rough. There's a slight roughness in number 2, which number 4 doesn't have.
Cool.
So let's go for number 4.
Number 4, a little cleaner.
Yeah.
All right, and the final deciding factor, the penalty kick shootout, the ginger ale.
The ginger. Right, and ginger. We got a double fist for this one, surely.
Oh, hell yeah. All right.
Ching ching.
Oh, yeah.
I'm happy with my decision.
Yeah,
Number
I've got
4.
to say.
Yeah.
I personally preferred number 2 on its own, but number 4, made to go with ginger.
Yeah.
All right. Any guesses as to what they might be?
No idea. Something maybe Seagram's Canadian Club type thing. Or,
Shenley's wedding or something?
yeah, Jameson's finest. Or,
All right. Number 2, the runner-up, the silver medalist, is 40 Creek, Barrel Select.
oh, nice.
Yeah. Grimsby's finest.
Grimsby.
Grimsby, Ontario. Not Grimsby in England, where I'm from.
Yeah. So that's almost your home dram in Canada.
Pretty much, yeah. I actually drove through it with my parents, and they're like, this is almost worse than the original Grimsby. As second place, and the winner of our Mickey Cup.
Drum roll.
Crown Royal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. The velvet bag takes it by a nose.
It does. I'm honestly quite surprised by that.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of, it's the biggest seller of Canadian whiskey, especially in the American market.
Well, you know what? Diageo, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, fair game.
They've got the labs, they got the blenders,
Yeah.
they've got the resources. So, the amount of testing they do.
I'm very intrigued, though. It just say the Crown Royal Distilling Company, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I thought it was in Gimli.
Gimli, Manitoba, Ontario?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No,
It's not Ontario.
Yeah, no. says Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm fairly sure this is made in Gimli.
Well, maybe that's the head office and then production's
probably.
in Gimli.
They don't care about the people that make it. It's the people down the office that get it on the label. Yeah. But they are starting a new distillery in Ontario, I heard recently. I think Whiskey Cask was the first to break that news. Okay. Yeah, Crown Royal, officially the next whiskey that should make it to the mainstream in Scotland. All right.
I enjoyed that. Thanks, Adam. I think that's very insightful. You know, I would have never really done that tasting on my own.
So I know, right? Me neither. It's the kind of tasting you could only ever do in Big Bad John's.
Yeah. Well, usually in Big Bad John's we have 5X lager with a Jameson's, don't we? That's the half and half.
That is the half and half here, yeah. The classic half and half. Beauty. So thank you very much for joining us for this special send-off for Leon. It has been absolutely incredible seeing your journey in whiskey over here in Victoria, and I hope to see it blossom over in the homeland as well. I look forward to visiting you.
Cheers, Adam.
Yeah,
thanks for all your support of the years, and it's been great working with you. And cheers, everyone, for your support out there. I've really enjoyed my time in Canada. It's been absolutely magnificent. Today, I actually applied for my Canadian passport. So you're going to be back then? I'll let you back in. Oh, yeah. I'll be a Canadian and a UK, so I'm going to be an ambassador for both. And I'll see you on the road and hopefully at future whiskey festivals. Thanks, everyone. Catch you later.